Are you at that point of your life where you feel completely stuck? You really want to move forward, whether in your business, whether in your career, or whatever God has placed in your hand. It looks like the harder you try, nothing seems to change. You have even tried your efforts, you have made plans, written proposals, done everything humanly best possible to see that things change. But it looks like even the more you try, the worse things become. And the truth is, now you're even starting to doubt whether this thing you are doing, if it's really God that even called you to do it. Anyway, if you find yourself in this category, this video right here is for you. And I want you to stay with me because what I'm about to share in this video could be the key to that will help you to break out from whatever cycle that you have seen yourself in. And the truth is, sometimes it's not about trying harder or doing more, it's about getting light and clarity in the right direction. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kosi, and in this channel we talk about everything books, faith, and reflections. If you are seeing this video for the very first time, please do well to hit the subscribe button right now, and don't forget to put on your notification so you get notified anytime I post any video. Anyway, without wasting much time, let's head over to the matter of today. One powerful resources I'm going to be sharing in this video that opened my eyes to the truth about my life and is still helping me is this book authored by Bishop Oyedepo called Understanding Divine Direction. The truth is, as a Christian, one of the greatest priority of your life is knowing what God is saying at any aspect of your life. Because sometimes we want to take it easy. Nobody wants to go through that process. Sometimes we want to do it in our own way. We want to just wake up in the morning, make decisions, and want God to just breathe upon it and just allow it to work the way we want it. But sometimes our ways and God's ways are not the same. God has already seen the end from the beginning, and He knows that when you do this, it's going to hurt you. So He wants you to come to Him to seek for right direction. A lot of us have even gotten a vision from God, but we didn't even stay behind to ask God, okay, this vision you are giving me, this thing you are giving me, how am I going to run it? But once we just get the vision, we get the whole thing, we just want to do it on our own way. We want to use the human effort to run God's vision. But at the end of the day, we'll see ourselves frustrated, and we end up even asking God or blaming God if God really even gave us this vision. And the one thing is that every step you take now is either taking you forward or is taking you backward. One of the greatest things that can happen to any man is when he or she lacks direction or lack an idea of what to do at any point of his life, whether to go forward and go backward. A lot of times we have ventured into one or two things, maybe one of business that seemingly look good initially, but at the end of the day, it's crashed, or if it's even cost us our life. Take it for example in the act of marriage. So no human effort can ever match God's direction. In whatever thing you're doing, you need to put God first. Even when the vision is from God, take back and ask God, with this thing you are doing, how are you going to run it? If you look at the Bible, in the act of David, when he wanted to go and fight some people, I've forgotten, but the first direction that God gave him is not the same thing with the second direction that he gave him. So at any point we are stuck in our life, whether in your business, because a lot of people are going to be saying, okay, I'm not a pastor, I'm not an evangelist, so I don't need to be involving God in whatever thing I'm doing. But whatever you are, wherever you are, whether you are in the business, whether in your salon, whether it's a ministry, and you need to put God there in order to make the business to run effectively. Even the Bible says there is a way that seemeth right in the eyes of the man, but the end thereof is always destruction. One thing I want you to know is that God is a God of plan and purposes. For everything that He created on this earth, He has a particular objective in mind when He was creating it. Just like a manufacturer will always have something in mind when he's creating a product, and he also have a direction he wants you to use it. So when you feel like, okay, I'm the one that has this thing, I bought it, so I'm going to use it the way I want to use it, what happens at the end is either going to spoil, and at the end of the day you waste your money and you still blame the manufacturer. Why? Because it's not his fault. The fault is from you. Why? Because he didn't use it the way he directed. That is the same thing with our life. In as much as God has everything in plan for us, He wants you to come to Him to discover what He has for you, and not just discovering it. He wants you to run it the way that is right, that can bring bring you accomplishment and fulfillment. But a lot of us, we want to just live our life the way we want it. We don't even want to ask God. Even when we have discovered what God has called us, we want to do it in our own way, which is actually very wrong. Nobody is here by chance or accident. Yeah, so don't see yourself like Maybe you are in that point of your life that you don't even know why you are here on this earth. You're already, asking God, what is the reason why He brought you here, because you're not seeing any reason. But the truth is, behind everything a product a manufacturer produce, there is always something he has in mind. So behind you, before God even formed you, he told Jeremiah, even before you were formed, I've already known you and known what you are going to become. So your duty is not just to fabricate it or to follow trend because you feel like somebody is a pastor, you want to become a pastor, or because you see somebody's in this business, you feel like that is where God has called you. The thing is that you might just see yourself wasting a lot of years, and when you look back, you just look at your life like, oh, you have wasted a lot, yet there is nothing to achieve. So yours is not there to fabricate it. Yours is there for you to discover. Discover whatever thing that God has done for you and run with it in the right direction that God has given you. And that is why we have the Bible. The Bible is like a manual that will guide you. For every product that a manufacturer have, he always add a manual there. It's not just he wants to impose it on you, but he wants to tell you that if you use this manual this right way, it is going to not just make your product last, but it's going to help you effectively in whatever thing you are using it for. Now you know the reason that you are frustrated is because you are overwhelmed by ambition instead of vision. God has plan for us, and discovering of that plan is called vision. Vision is unfolding God's master plan for you. Right direction is the right step you take in order to accomplish it. So I'm going to be giving you a rundown of what you are going to be expecting from this book. The first one is going to help you to discover God's plan. It's going to help you to know what is direction. It's going to help you to locate God's direction for your life. Is going to the prerequisites on how to be led, benefits of direction, help you to know how to assess God's voice, and finally, the right moment or the right time to always hear from God. See, guys, this book really helped me. The moment I came across this book, I put in everything this book said. It started giving me, I started hearing from God, and something that I've always been confused about, God opened my eyes towards it. And I know that as you read this book or any other book that has to do with divine direction, there are a lot of them, and I'm going to be recommending them for you too. I'm going to be putting it out so that you can actually also read it. One of those books is like what we're talking about, Understanding Divine Direction. The second one is Following God's Plan for Your Life by Kenneth E. Hagin. We have The Principles and the Power of Vision by Miles Morrow, Hearing from God by Joyce Meyer, In Pursuit of Purpose by Miles Morrow, and also How to Be Led by the Spirit of God by Kenneth Hagin. We also have Following the Path of an Eagle by Bishop David Oyedepo, and also Following God's Plan for Your Life by Kenneth Hagin. So there are a lot of books out there that will help you. You don't need to be frustrated. You don't need to commit suicide. You don't need to feel stuck. God is always saying something. But the truth is, are you willing and able to go through that process to hear whatever God is saying about your life? And I leave you with one thing, and that is direction is the key to distinction. No one succeeds by power. No one triumphs by might in God's kingdom. We only triumph by the auction of the Holy Spirit. And I know that as you read this book, God is going to open your eyes to definite plans for your life, and also in any area that you are confused, God is going to give you clarity, and you're going to come back to this video to share your testimony. Anyway, I don't want to say much or even bore you. I really want you to read this book, because if you read it, you are going to get more insights and know what this book is, actually saying about you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're giving me an assurance that you are going to read this book. If you read this book, please let me know at the comment section, or if you are going to read it, please still let me know at the comment section. And if you want me to recommend any book for you in any aspect of your life that you are facing challenges, please also drop it at the comment section. I'm going to be making a video on it. Please do well to hit the subscribe button if you've not done that already, and do well to like, watch, and also share to your friends who will find this video very helpful. And I'm going to be seeing you in my next video. Bye.